I will now ask Basil Papaevagelou, Investment Advisor with RBC Dominion Securities and member of the Board of Directors of the Hellenic Board of Trade, to come and say a few words for us. A big round of applause for Basil, who works very, very, very hard.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Perfect. My name is Basil Papaevagelou, and I'm here this evening representing the RBC Financial Group. I am joined by Tony Lafreda, who's the head of National Credit and Executive Vice President of Royal Bank of Canada. On the personal side, I'm here this evening representing the Papaevagelou family. I've been asked to provide an update on the progress in funding the Phrixos Papaevagelou Chair in Greek Studies at McGill University. And it's important to note that there have been two key developments. Firstly, we now have signed documentation for a steering committee to be officially appointed by McGill University with 4 members of equal voting power. The permanent members of this steering committee will not change their devotion to Hellenic Studies program, thereby alleviating the fears that this program could be redirected in the future. Other academic institutions had experienced problems in this regard. This is no longer an issue for us. Secondly, a fundraising committee has been formed under the auspices of McGill University. It is led by Dr. George Tsoukas. Other members in the committee include Kostia Pantazi, Andrew Christopoulos, and myself. I think it's important also to understand our Greek community in that there are so many worthy causes in our community. The Hellenic Ladies Benevolent Society helps the needy, and they've been passing the baton of charity from generation to generation since 1922. The Shield of Athena has taken battered women and children and put them in a place where they don't have to know fear. The Socrates Foundation provides financial assistance to our students, and Philia offers support to our elderly. And now, more recently, the emergence of Magic Mission, here to organize gathering foodstuffs for the hungry of Greece. Excellent work indeed. And I cannot stress more strongly that we must continue to support these causes. But the Papaevagelou Chair at McGill University is unique in that it has a final outcome. Once we reach the endowment level, the Hellenic Studies program becomes financially self-sufficient. I'd like to use a story to explain about the Hellenic Studies Chair. When I was a youngster, I remember my Sunday school teacher, Kyria Sofia, would make our class recite the poem «Το πιστεύω». Πιστεύω εσένα Θεό, Πατέρα Παντοκράτορα. The memories of this prayer are etched in my mind. It's the power of words. I believe in the power of words. I believe that words can be used to inspire men and women to get involved and to act. At the DEKA Awards last year, we heard some powerful words. Let me speak them again. There are 300 Greeks in this room. History teaches us that 300 Greeks should never be underestimated. History inspires us, as we know that 300 Greeks, when united, can accomplish great things. And history humbles us as we see that 300 Greeks, when they are prepared to make a sacrifice, can leave a lasting legacy. This is the power of words. But words can have a dark side. They can be untrue. And they can be used to disguise the truth. Alexander the Great of Macedonia was not a Greek. He was not born in Pella. He did not speak the language of our forefathers. These words burn my tongue when I speak them. They should sting your ears as you hear them. But there are people who believe these words to be true. And there are people who are putting money on the table to expand the power of these words. Whose voice can stand up against these words and say they're wrong? Who can challenge these falsehoods? Who can organize seminars and conferences with academic research against these misrepresentations of truth? The voice that stands up must be respected. It must be impartial, and it must be recognized for excellence. McGill University has these attributes. I call upon the proud Hellenes in this room to recognize one deeply disturbing fact. There are marauders at the gates of our history. They look upon the walls that protect Hellenism, our culture, our poets, our tragedies, our victories, and all of our accomplishments, and they think they detect weakness. The walls that surround to protect Hellenism were once considered impenetrable and invincible. Yet the news from Greece is dour, and the would-be usurpers of our culture views this as an opportunity. But again, they underestimate us. The Hellenic 300 of Montreal can reinforce our walls by adding bricks to the wall that protects Greek history and culture. A donation of $5,000 will put your family's name on the donor's wall of the Stephen Leacock building of McGill University forever. Metaphorically, your family's name will be etched on a brick to protect Hellenism. This donation is tax deductible. It's payable over a number of years. It's payable directly to McGill University, which will then provide you with a tax receipt. In addition, McGill will place your family's name on the donor's wall digital display in the Arts Building. Let's review this. $5,000 payable to McGill over time with a receipt from McGill, fully tax deductible. With Father's Day almost upon us, what a way to honor your family. Larger and smaller gifts have other recognitions attached to them. We Greeks have a habit of looking backwards, endlessly reminiscing about our past glories. Today, let's do something different. Let's look forward 100 years. I am certain that there will be a vibrant Greek community in Montreal. I believe our schools will be actively teaching Greek, and I hope that our churches will be attended by people looking for a simpler, more spiritual life. Now imagine 100 years from today, your great-great-grandchild will meet the great-great-grandchild of somebody else at your table, and they'll meet at the donor's wall of McGill University. What will they know when they see their family's name on the donor's wall? They will know that their ancestors loved their family. Proof, the family name is on the wall. And they will know that their ancestors were proud Hellenes. Stop and ask yourself, what else would you want them to know about you? I love my family, and I'm a proud Hellene is all they have to know. It's all that's important through the passage of time. The epic story of the 300 is missing one important element. King Leonidas is legendary. We all know his name. But he was not alone. 300 proud Greeks died at Thermopylae. They are all heroes, but we don't know their names. As we add our bricks to the wall to protect Hellenism, we too are heroes, and the name of everyone will be remembered. Papaevagelou, Voulimanos, Antipas, Photiades, Antonopoulos, you are all heroes. There are other Greek heroes in this room. Of course there are. Please reach out to Andy Christopoulos or myself and help us get this project finally done to its outcome. We owe that to the Hellenes of the past and to the Hellenes of the future. Never let anyone underestimate us again. Thank you for your support. Zito Alada.
Basil Papaevagelou, everybody. Quite the reaction. Inspiring words, very true.